Hey, family. Welcome back to Friday Feels. It's me, Dominique Bishop. If you're like me, you've been tuned into the 2024 Democratic National Convention. Hearing the inspirational speeches from so many amazing people, I've been so uplifted and encouraged. But while at work today, an employee asked me a question during the conversation. Hey, Ms. Bishop, do you vote? I answered without hesitation, yes. And I don't vote every 4 years either. I vote locally too. The employee responded, well, I don't. I have mixed emotions about this country and how it's treated people that look like you and me. So, with that in mind, today I want to talk about a topic that's both complex and deeply personal: patriotism. In a country that doesn't always seem to love you back, it's a reality that many people wrestle with, especially in a time when divisions can feel more pronounced than unity. But despite the challenges, I want to talk about the importance of holding on to the hope and faith in the United States. Let's start by acknowledging the truth. Loving a country that doesn't always love you back can be painful. It can feel like an unrequited love where you give, but receive little in return. Whether it's facing discrimination, injustice, or simply feeling unseen or unheard, the struggle is real. But that struggle doesn't mean that you can't or shouldn't feel a sense of patriotism. Patriotism isn't about blind allegiance. It's not about pretending everything is perfect or ignoring the flaws. Real patriotism is about loving your country enough to want it to be better, to fight for what it could be, even when the reality falls short. It's about seeing potential where others see problems and being willing to put in the work to make that potential a reality. Now, it's easy to become disillusioned, to feel like your efforts are in vain, but here's where hope and faith come in. Hope is the belief that things can get better, that change is possible. It's what keeps us moving forward, even when the road is rough. And faith, well, faith is the trust of our efforts are not in vain. That there is higher purpose, a bigger picture that we may not fully see yet. Think about the progress that has been made throughout history. It didn't happen overnight, and it certainly didn't happen without struggle. The civil rights movement, women's suffrage, the fight for LGBTQ plus rights. These were all battles fought by people who believed that this country could be better, who had the courage to demand change. They didn't let the obstacles stop them because they had hope and faith that their efforts would make a difference, even if they didn't see the results immediately. It's also important to remember that the United States is more than just its government, its laws, or even its history. It's the people, the diverse, vibrant, resilient people who make this country what it is. And you are part of that. Your voice, your actions, your love for this country, even when it's hard, contribute to its growth. You are a part of the ongoing story of what America is and what it can become. So, how do we keep hope and faith alive in times when it feels like the country isn't living up to its promise? Well, first, we must remind ourselves of the progress that has been made, however small it might seem. Change often happens in increments, and every step forward is a victory worth celebrating. Acknowledge the wins, no matter how small, and let them fuel your determination. Second, stay engaged. It can be tempting to disengage when you feel disillusioned, but change requires participation, whether it's voting, volunteering, educating yourself and others, or simply having conversations that challenge the status quo. Your involvement matters. Find community. You are not alone in your feelings. There are others who share your struggles and your hopes. Together, you can support each other, amplify your voices, and create a stronger movement or change. And finally, lean on your faith. Faith in yourself, your community, and in the possibility of a better future. As it says in Hebrews 11:1, now faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. Even when the future seems uncertain, faith allows you to keep moving forward, trusting that our efforts will lead to something greater. Loving a country that doesn't always love you back is not easy, but it's a powerful act of defiance and hope. It's saying, I believe in the ideals of this country and I will continue to fight for them, no matter what. It's a reminder that patriotism is not just about where we are, but about where we are going. So keep hope alive, keep faith in your heart, and remember that your love for this country, even when it's tough, is part of what will help it become the nation it is meant to be. I hope the words that I said resonated with you, and if you're still having those conflicted feelings, replay this video as many times as you need. I thank you for joining me today. I hope this message encourages you to hold on to your hope and faith, even when the road is difficult. Together, we can continue to push for the change we want to see. So until next time, keep striving, keep believing, and keep loving your country, even when it struggles to love you back. As always, your crown may be tilted, but never ever let it fall. Peace and love.